happening, everybody? Michael cannot find his car keys here! Huh. Where'd I put my car keys? No keys. No keys. What is this? No keys! Where the hell are they? There they are! That is where I shit. What's happening, everybody? I am Michael Mrucz, and welcome back to F1 2021 Formula NASCAR season. Yo, what the hell can I say going into today? But we've got one chance to make up the points necessary so we can have an opportunity to win a championship next week. That one chance is today. That one chance comes at Canada. Currently, King Louis has a 27-point lead over us. You can only make up 26 points in a Grand Prix. So if you're following the hell along, I have to make up at least 1 point today on King Louis in order to have a shot at the championship next week at Monza. Others that need to have incredible days today are Ricky Ricardo, Max Vestibule, and Valtteri Bottas. The top 5 all have a mathematical shot at this championship, but honestly, Vestibule and Bottas, they're gonna need the freaking power of God to intervene at Canada. There are a lot of points out. And of course, it is going to rain in this race, so let's make it a little more interesting, shall we? There's no other way to do it but to do it. 1 point. At the very least, I have to make up now. Let's see if I can make it happen. Let's go!
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly and Sebastian Vettel, Ocon, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Fernando Alonso, George Russell and Mick Schumacher, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
I just noticed it's not raining. This forecast should be interesting. Well, there you have it. We're gonna have rain later on in the race. Coming down to the end of it, that's when it's gonna start raining. They want to start me out on the medium tire? That's taking a bit of a risk. We could run that medium tire until it starts raining, and then everybody has to come in and put intermediates on if it rains enough. I'm not sure if I like it, to be totally honest with you. You know what? I'm risking it for the biscuit. We need to be big here today in Canada to have a shot next week at the championship. I'm going with that strategy. We're living life on the edge. It really comes down to this. We're running the playoffs, essentially. It's do or die today. We're underway for Canada, big boys and girls. Any freaking day now, I'm gonna send it to the outside. I'm not waiting for all of y'all. I don't have time to wait. I gotta get up to that front pack. I gotta be leading laps. We got King Louis on pole. No. He might be leading now, but he won't be for the whole race. Whoa! I gotta readjust the eyeballs in my freaking head. Not sure I've ever seen it bounce around that much. Going down the straightaway. They need to repave that shit. What are they, 4 wide up there? Can we get a King Louis wreck? Man, that would sure help me out a ton. We've already driven ourselves up. Oh my God!
Get up.
Oh, I got into the back of Bottas, who dumped. Was that Siggs or Enclair? Not sure who it was. It happened all too quick. This is crazy. Did they update the game? Uh-oh. No! Shit hellballs! King Louis! He was involved too! Yeah! Oh man, I overdrove the shit out of that corner. Thought right there that I could have killed my race. But now, with him being behind me, don't think that could have gone much better. I'm surprised he wrecked though. Why am I spinning? I am super surprised that he spun out as well. I was the one that got into him. Usually they just keep on keeping on doing their thing.
Green flag.
But, man, that couldn't have worked out much better. We made it back to that top 10 or around there. Even though that happened just now, it could still mean next to nothing. God, the bouncing. They updated this game. It was not like that last week. We're all still right here. You know he's going to drive his way up through these guys. Before the end of this race, he'll be back up at the front. Yeah, we got the fastest lap. That's a bonus point if I can hang on to it. Not entirely sure we needed to do this strategy with the medium tires. That whole bit. Man, do I hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. I should not have gone for that. It's basically the same thing that we did a week ago in Spain, where I just stayed out. It's getting darker out here. I stayed out longer than everybody else on the mediums. They were all on the softs. I'm gonna get wrecked. Gotta hang on to it. I don't want them making up a ton of time on me, where they all pit, get their softs off, put on mediums, and then they're gaining on me while I'm out here on old mediums. It really is gonna have to rain pretty good for my strategy to work out, where everybody has to pit again for at least intermediates. Man, we got a shit ton of ground to make up. You got Chuck Norris 6 seconds up the road. Gonna try and do some bump drafting here with Enclair. Hopefully no one gets into me. There goes my fastest freaking lap. Oh, and Ricky Ricardo and Vestibule. Chuck Norris, Ricky Ricardo, Vestibule are your
leading our teammate by 2.8
top 3
seconds.
at the moment. That is not what I needed to do. Looks like they're battling up there in that podium quite a bit though. So that could help bring them back to us. If my strategy works though, it shouldn't matter. We're down to 2.5 seconds already. And I thought I had it. It was Botox, son of a bitch. First raindrop on the camera lens. Gonna need a lot more than that.
We're still happy that we're on the right tires at the moment.
Okay, King Louis has worked his way up to 7th, but we've got over 5 seconds on him currently. This is gonna be tight. You know this is gonna be close here at the end of this race. Caught 2nd and 3rd place. Looks like Chuck Norris has left them both. He's quite a ways up the road. Might have to try to bump draft one of these guys. Let's go, Ricky Ricardo. You and I. Come on, baby. It is raining much earlier than I thought it was going to. The whole tire thing, if it keeps up, they're going to be putting on intermediates as well. Straight from the soft. So it's not going to make any bit of difference that I started on the medium.
Alright, we're getting very close to the crossover point now. Stay out if you have the pace, but as soon as you hit the limit, come and put the inters on. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
We got a new strategy. They want me to pit.
Got that confirmed.
Let's go for it. I want to be the first one on the intermediates. I don't want to lose any sort of time. It's getting pretty friggin' wet out here. Thank God. You know, we risked it, but I really didn't want to risk it, but I thought I had to, so I could stay at the gain some points. We're gonna pit this time, throw them on so we can be ahead of the curve. Everybody's pitting here. Don't be speeding now. All right, we're good. Is it gonna stop raining before the end of this? That was a really slow pit stop. We still somehow beat out Vestibule though. Is this rain gonna slow down enough? And is the track gonna dry out enough where we have to make another round of pit stops before the end of this thing? Sergio out of the session, but no caution. Don't think it's really wet enough to have these tires just yet, because the damn thing is plowing. It is so tight.
Okay, focus.
Thankfully, I got Vestibule here to draft with and maybe work my way up to that lead, up to Chucky. We're getting there. We're running down Chuck Norris. Not too much further up the road. We're gonna have a shot to win this thing. Whoa. Kinda overdrove that corner. Was not expecting to send it on Vestibule right there. It just kinda happened. Oh God, this bouncing is killing my retinas. We're up to second. What
The
the
teammate
hell?
behind is
I'm pushing these
30.1
people the
seconds.
fastest laps. Why am I not getting the fastest lap? In a perfect world, the two of us would drive off from Chuck Norris right now and settle it amongst ourselves. That's what looks like is happening. We've already put almost a second and a half on him. If I keep this up, might have Vestibule exactly where I want him.
You coping okay in this weather? We're watching the amount of standing water on the road. For now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
Fastest lap! Didn't just ride behind him that time on the front straightaway, and it got me. Got me that extra point for now. King Louis just bounced his way into the top 5. That's the first time I've seen him in a long while. Kind of surprised he hasn't worked his way up anymore. Oh man, I better not lose this suck. All right, we're good. Just trying to run out these laps, and then hopefully make my move right at the end. Just got to time it right when I try to pass him on that last lap. But we've got a huge friggin' lead over third, 6 seconds now, and then fourth, fifth, they're way far gone. 2 to go. I was just thinking, I don't want to push him to the point where he could steal the fastest lap away from me. I really want that bonus point, so... Oh, shit. Am I going to be able to run it back down now? You've got to be kidding! That one slip knocked me out of the slipstream, and now he's leaving! Now he's freaking gone! Son of a bitch! Was not having that issue whatsoever. I wasn't sliding. The car was underneath me. I was just clicking off laps. Ricky Ricardo's out of the session. 2 straight DNFs for him. This is unbelievable. That's 7 points that I'm not going to have going into Monza. Can someone please get ahead of King Louis? Please knock him down a couple pegs. Because damn it, I need all the help I can get. Look at how quick he leaves me.
Okay, clear.
Once I lose the slipstream, 5 seconds up the road. Look at how quick Chuck Norris is running me down. Wow. That was a missed freaking opportunity. Those 7 points might really come back to bite me in the ass. I honestly don't even want to see this
because
because...
phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work and they should be proud of the victory
I'm
they
really
secured
disappointed.
here.
Disappointed that I made that stupid mistake. The car got loose and he was gone. I wasn't able to do anything else with him. Oh, son of a bitch. We'll take a look at this rundown. Vestibule with the win. Unfortunately, myself, we're in second place, and Chuck Norris rounds out the podium. Then you got Botox, King Louis there in 5th. Takes 10 points. We're able to gain 9 on him. So that will put us 18 behind heading into the final race of the season. It's not impossible, but that's a ton of ground to make up. Yukio at 6th, Gassi at 7th, Gio there at 8th, The Little Mermaid at 9th, and Stroll in the Park takes the final point. Solid run from Williams. Latifi, Queen Latifi there at 13th. Now I'm just thinking, is that Gio's first points of the season? It very well could be. 2 DNFs and the second straight for Ricky Ricardo. That absolutely killed his championship hopes and put him out of it entirely. So he's done, and then Perez Hilton also DNF'd. Yeah, Gio with 4 points. That's pretty good. Now we only got 4 guys that never scored anything. Go figure, Haas Williams driving them shit boxes. No wonder they couldn't score any points in this 10-race season. 9 races complete so far. Damn, you know, if Vestibule gets the fastest lap instead, he has a shot next week at Monza. He's 27 out. If he were to get that extra bonus point, he'd be 26 out and would have a chance. 1 point. He's out by 1 point. Mathematically ineligible. Then there were 2. King Louis and myself. 18 points out. You can score 18 points for finishing in second place without the fastest lap. 19 with the fastest lap. So I need a top 2 finish at Monza, at the very least. And if I finish second, King Louis has to finish out of the points, 11th or worse. If I finish in first place, I gotta try to figure this out. I'm just looking at the points here to figure that out. Okay, so if I win next week, don't need the fastest lap, the 25 points for winning. King Louis finishes 7th or worse, then I have the championship. King Louis, all he's got to do is finish 6th or better, and it's his. Which, look at today, he struggled to get back up to 5th. So if something else crazy happens, it could fall in my lap. Mercedes officially is your constructors champion. Red Bulls cannot make it up. They're 2 points, maybe 1 point. Not sure about the math. Out from being able to challenge at Monza. So congratulations, Mercedes, on a constructors championship. Comes down to this, everybody. One final race at Monza, my favorite track to run Formula NASCAR. All I can do is go in there guns a-blazing, win the race, get the fastest lap, see what the hell happens with King Louis. He finishes 6th or better, it's his, but it's not always easy to get them good runs in Formula NASCAR. We've come to see that this season. We'll see next week what transpires. I'm done for now. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Love every single last one of you. And I'll see ya in the next video. Goodbye!